Hello and welcome to this week's Top 5 Wednesday video. Today we are talking about children's books, and whilst this can mean like books from your childhood, I'm going to do middle grade. What Top 5 Wednesday is, it is a Goodreads group that I will leave a link to in the description. So, I read a fair bit of middle grade. I love some middle grade a lot, but I don't want to mention the obvious ones like Harry Potter and Percy Jackson, so I'm going to try and go with some different ones. And the first one I'm going to go with is one that I haven't quite finished, but I've enjoyed enough of it, so I'm going to say it anyway. And that is the Alcatraz series by Brandon Sanderson. This follows a boy named Alcatraz who, on his 13th birthday, gets delivered his inheritance, which is a bag of sand. And basically, it's in a world where the librarians are evil and they rule the world. It's really weird, really fun. It's told in a really odd style, which is, I must say, the reason why I don't give it like 5 stars. But I think it's really fun. It's very action-packed, very fast-paced, and this is a bind-up of the first 4 and there's a 5th book, so I've read the first 3. So yeah, I thought I'd say it. I really do enjoy it, so yeah. And then we are going to talk about one that I'm kind of cheating a bit, because I said I wasn't going to mention Percy Jackson. But I am going to mention the Kane Chronicles by Rick Riordan, because this trilogy does not get enough love, and I personally adore it. It follows the Kane siblings, Carter and Sadie, who basically end up hosting Egyptian gods. It's really cool. Like, the magic system especially is really fun, and this is the first book, The Red Pyramid. It's 3 books, it's a lovely trilogy, and I think unlike the, Magnus Chase series, you can read this without reading Percy Jackson. It's just really fun. It's Rick Riordan, so you expect, it's got good humour, and it's just really, really funny. I love it. Okay? There. Next up we have one that I read, I think, last year, or the year before, or some point last year, and that was the 7th Tower series by Garth Nix. This follows a boy named Tal, who basically is climbing a tower. He needs a sunstone to enter Aenir to get a spirit shadow. Yes. Yes. It's very confusing. The magic system I'm trying to remember is very confusing. But the series itself is 6 books. They're very short. It's a very quick series. And surprisingly, you get a lot. You get a lot for your money. It's a very short book, but you get a lot. You learn a lot about this world. The world itself is so well developed. I think he did such an incredible job on it. And it is just really cool. All of the magic relates around bending light. It's just really cool. I love this series. Then we have a favourite of mine from my childhood. That's middle grade. That is also one of my favourite series of all time, and that is the Saga of Darren by Darren. This follows Darren, who becomes a vampire to save his best friend's life. It's a 12-book series. They're all really short. This is a bind-up of the first 3. In America, this is called the Search the Freak series. It's as a vampire series goes, it's incredible. It really does a incredible job of creating its own mythology about vampires. Even though obviously vampires are so well known, it separates them, it creates its own mythology, its own world, its own villains, and it's just so good. Darren is one of my all-time favourite protagonists, and it has supporting characters that you will adore, like Carcat and Mr. Crepsley. It's just amazing, okay? And it's really action-packed, it's really funny. I remember rereading this in 2014, I was dying with laughter, bits that I didn't even realise from when I was younger. But I was so happy reading it, so happy. And the last book should come as no surprise if you've been on my channel for a while, and that is the Keys to the Kingdom series by Garth Nix. This follows a boy named Arthur who inadvertently becomes heir to the universe. And I know that sounds like a really cheesy premise, but it's incredible. It creates this world where there's the house, and the house is the epicenter of the universe. It is where creation stemmed from, and it is one of the most bizarre places you will ever see. It has an incredible magic system. Each book is its own contained story, and they all relate together really well, and it's so good. The Morrow Days, the villains in this series, are some of my favourite villains of all time, and each layer of the house is just so different. It brings such a rich world together, and you travel into different planets on this series. It's just incredible. I love it. Can't say any more on that. But Keys to the Kingdom is just amazing, so yeah. So that was my Top 5 Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will have another one up soon. So, goodbye.